Okay, maybe now I can get some sleep. Chad, hi. What are you doing in here?
Heard you moving around through the wall between our rooms. You can't sleep either?
I just can't stop thinking about what happened earlier tonight at the party.
I still can't believe that Ethan is Chief Bennett's son.
I wonder what this is going to mean for Ethan's future with Teresa.
Especially since Teresa knew he wasn't a Crane. Kept it a secret from him.
You know, Teresa's not the only one who's keeping secrets from a guy, Chad. I am too. That's kind of part of the reason why I couldn't sleep tonight. Look, I want to be completely honest with you about my feelings.
You mean... for me?
You remember earlier tonight when my dad assumed that we were just friends hanging out together? And you got upset because I didn't straighten him out about that.
Yeah.
Well, the truth is, Chad, that's all we are. Just friends.
Okay, but... I mean, ain't we on our way to being more?
No. So that's what I wanted to tell you.
Whitney, what's going on? I mean, where are you coming from with this? This whole thing with Ethan and Teresa still got you scared?
No, I'm not scared. I just feel stupid that I allowed myself to be blinded by Teresa and Ethan's romance. I actually started to buy into the notion that love conquers all. But then Ethan's life got torpedoed, and it reminded me that there's no such thing.
Look, just because Ethan has some bad luck with his family don't mean that
okay?
you and me...
Teresa thought that she found her Prince Charming, a guy that could transform her life and give her everything that she ever wanted. But the truth is, no guy can just waltz into your life and make it magical.
That don't mean that you and me
Daddy's
don't got a
right,
shot.
okay? I have to work hard. I have to stay focused on my goal. And that means not getting involved with any guy until I become champion.
Champion of what? Being flat out wrong?
Hello?
Hello, Whitney. It's Ethan. I'm sorry to be bothering you so late, but is Chad there?
He's right here. Hold on a second. It's Ethan.
Hey, man. How you holding up?
Well, I can't lie to you, buddy. It's pretty tough.
Anything I can do to help, I'm there.
Actually, there is. I'm not really sure, I mean, except for Teresa, who I can count on. I'm hoping you can come to the mansion. See, I want you and Teresa to help me figure out who knew about the letter saying I wasn't a Crane. I mean, my mother contends that she and Pilar were the only ones that knew about it. But that can't be. I mean, why would they send it to the tabloid? Someone else knew. Someone else had access to the letter without them realizing it.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
So will you help me out, buddy?
Sure, man, of course. I'll be right over.
Why are you going over to Ethan's house?
Well, he wants to find out who sent that letter to the tabloid proving he's a Bennett. Or at least find out who else knew, besides his and Teresa's moms.
You're not going to tell him that Teresa knew, are you? You're not about to tell Ethan that Teresa knew, are you? Because Ethan will lose it. He'll probably end up hating Teresa.
You want to know what your problem is, Whitney? Well, one of them, anyway. You really don't believe in the power of love.
Oh, thank you so much, Reverend Chad.
No, I'm trying to be real here, okay? Love ain't like some pill that you take to make everything perfect. I mean, you still gotta deal with all the bad stuff that life throws at you. Like finding out you ain't really who you think you are, like Ethan has. When you got somebody that you love, at least you face all that bad stuff with someone right by your side. A partner you can trust. And unlike you, I ain't about to give up on Ethan and Teresa's romance just yet. I think this whole thing can make Ethan and Teresa even closer.
If you keep your mouth shut, it will.
In order for their love to grow, Ethan's got to know the truth.
Look, are you gonna tell Ethan or not?
Look, I ain't got a choice. Ethan's my boy, all right? I can't add to his feeling betrayed by betraying him, too.
Oh, but it's okay to betray Teresa, my very best friend.
We ain't talking about Teresa, okay? We talking about Ethan. And if he asks me point blank if I know who else knew about him not being a Crane, I'm gonna have to tell him that Teresa did.
You cannot tell Ethan that Teresa knew he wasn't a Crane. I mean, the only reason you know is because I told you right after Teresa told me.
So?
So, I told you that in confidence, Chad. You can't go around spilling people's secrets.
Oh, and what's so good about keeping him, huh? Tell me. I mean, look what's happened to Ethan because his mom kept his real father a secret. He don't even know which way is up anymore. That's why bottom line is if he asks me, I'm gonna have to tell him that I knew Teresa knew about that letter. That she knew he wasn't a Crane.
Look, why are you so driven to tell the truth knowing that people are going to get hurt? I mean, haven't you ever heard of telling a white lie just to spare someone else's feelings?
Look, I ain't trying to hurt Teresa, okay? Ethan asked me over there to help him. If I'd have just lied to him now, what kind of friend would I be? Besides, I know what he's going through.
You thought the people that raised you were really your parents?
Yeah. And when I found out those people weren't my real parents, I swore to myself that I would never keep a secret that could hurt someone. Like learning the truth hurt me.
Even so, Chad?
Look, Ethan's been hurt by enough people that he trusts and loves. Okay, I can't add to that. So if he asks me, I will tell him that Teresa knew about that letter. And that's all there is to it. I gotta get dressed, right? Head over to Ethan's.
Look, Chad. If you tell Ethan the truth, it could break Ethan and Teresa up. Are you able to live with that, knowing that you are the one who is responsible?
I don't see Ethan and Teresa splitting up over this. I think his love for her is strong enough to take the truth.
And if it's not?
Oh, then. Maybe Ethan and Teresa's love was never meant to be.
Okay, Chad, just don't go to Ethan's. Okay? He can't ask you what you know if you're not there.
But the way I see it, I'm doing Teresa a favor.
Oh, yeah, right. By playing God with her life. Sure you are.
Thank God. Look, I told you, I ain't trying to hurt Teresa. Okay, now, if Ethan asks me, I'm gonna tell him that Teresa knew about the letter, but kept it from him out of love. She was trying to protect him. And if Ethan loves her the way I think he does, he'll understand.
Yeah, well, Ethan might be too hurt right now to be understanding.
Look, Whitney, if you love someone, you accept the whole package, okay? Now, I may not be a Prince Charming, but even I know that you never give up on the woman that you love, no matter what. If you'd stop and think about it for 5 seconds, you'd realize that that's what the story of Cinderella is all about, too. Keeping the faith, holding on to your dreams.
Yeah, well, both you and Teresa need a big-time reality check.
Oh, yeah? Well, check this out. One day I'm gonna put a glass slipper on your foot, Whitney. You just wait and see.
Chad, don't do it, okay? It's gonna ruin Teresa's life.